it's Nicole and welcome to today's update. It is Thursday the 28th of May and we are officially back at work and everything after our nice holiday to Bali. Hopefully you saw the video that I posted. We had an absolutely wonderful time in Bali. Honestly, it is exactly what we needed. It was so relaxing. We didn't have to worry about anything. We could just really enjoy spending time together and just relaxing, recouping, getting a bit of sun and some lovely vitamin D, a few massages, and just basically eating a lot. So I've come back feeling really refreshed and really energetic, which has been really nice. In terms of an update on where we're at with everything in terms of TTCing, we decided that this month I'd have absolutely no hormones, so I didn't go back on the pill when AF arrived. I decided to just have a month off with no hormones since I've pretty much been on hormones since January, February. So I'm currently about cycle day 22 or thereabouts because AF arrived on the 7th of May. And I'm pretty confident that I ovulated on the 18th of May, which happens to be my birthday, purely just because I had the symptoms there of ovulation. So I had like the CM and a little bit of cramping and that sort of thing. So I've popped that in my little app as a day that I've ovulated, but it was somewhere around then. So that would have been on about cycle day 12 or 13. So hopefully that means that this cycle is going to be somewhat of a normal length cycle, because normally your AF does come 2 weeks after ovulation. So we're looking at about the 1st of June for AF to arrive, which actually is like on Monday. So hopefully next week AF will arrive, and my plan then is to go back on the pill once it arrives, because I will have to be on the pill before starting another cycle. And the plan then will be to go to a doctor's appointment. I have that booked for I think it's about the 10th of June. And at that appointment we'll make a plan as to our next round of IVF. I'm thinking that it's pretty much going to be the same regime as what we were on previously, but I'm really hoping I might be able to convince them to perhaps increase my dosage a little bit, just because I am only working with the one ovary. That left ovary in both cycles hasn't responded at all. I didn't have any large follicles on that side. So I'm really hoping that with the little bit of increased dosage, we might be able to get a few more follicles on the right hand side. Obviously my clinic is really worried about hyperstimulation, but each round I've not been anywhere close to hyperstimulating, so I think we can push the envelope a little bit more with some extra hormones. Just because with each round of IVF, I don't really want to be getting, say, 3 follicles at the end, 1 embryo, and then having nothing to freeze, because it does mean that each month or each round I'm doing a full stimulated cycle, which is A, not really great on your body, and B, it's more expensive and it's just not fun. I would prefer to push the envelope a little bit more, hopefully get a few more follicles and have a few more embryos that we could possibly freeze for future rounds. Like I've said previously, I really don't like being on the hormones, especially the contraceptive pill that you have to go on before your round of IVF. But honestly, I think that we won't be able to fall pregnant without it, and so I really just want to minimize the amount of times I have to go through a stimulated cycle, because it really does mess with your body. And if I can avoid doing it too many times, that would be ideal. So that's where we're at in terms of TTCing. Obviously in our month off we are not doing anything to prevent pregnancy, but the chances of that happening are obviously quite slim. I just can't help but hope that it would happen. I mean, I ovulated on my birthday in Bali, surely that's got to stand for something. In the meantime, while we're waiting for the future appointments, we came back from Bali, and honestly I pretty much ate my way through Bali. I don't think I ever once let myself get hungry. So I came back and I have probably put on weight, I'm not sure, because my scales aren't working at the moment. They've run out of batteries, which is probably a good thing because I don't really want to know how much I weigh at the moment. And so my plan this week was to try and just get back into healthy eating and go back to the gym. So today is Thursday and I've been to the gym Monday, Tuesday. Monday was legs day and Tuesday was boxing, and honestly my legs are so sore I could barely walk yesterday. They are getting better, but it definitely reinforces in my head that I need to get to the gym a lot more, because normally I'm a little bit sore, but definitely not to this extent. So I definitely need to get back into it more, especially since there were 2 pregnant ladies in my class and both of them were lifting heavier weights than I was, which is really saying something. And normally, you know, I'm about where they're at. So I really need to get back into that. And in terms of eating, I've been quite good this week. Just making sure that I pack my lunches in advance so I'm not tempted to not take lunch and to buy something at work, and just being mindful of trying to cut out like the snack sort of foods like that contain sugar and that sort of thing, because I'm normally pretty good with my meals. It's just like in between that I will snack on stuff that's probably not the healthiest of options. So I made sure I didn't buy any of that sort of stuff this week, and I'm just really making an effort to be mindful of what I'm eating. I don't want to go crazy and deprive myself of everything, because I think that will just lead me to then binge or something like that. And I've done it before, like I've quit sugar completely before and I easily lost 5 kilos. So I'm just trying to cut out the processed sugars and that sort of thing, but at the same time I'm not going to be super restrictive, because I do have events, like I've got a first birthday on the weekend and I don't want to restrict myself to not being able to enjoy myself at a party and eat a lolly if I want to, or eat a chocolate or a bit of cake. So I think it's all about just finding a balance with that. So that's where I'm at the moment. Like I said, Bali was amazing and it was honestly exactly what we needed. I felt like Ryan and I reconnected and just really enjoyed some quality time together where we didn't have the stresses of work or life or anything like that. We could just really spend time and enjoy company with one another. So honestly, it was exactly what we needed. So that's all I've got for you today in terms of a quick update. I will be back next week. Hopefully, because I've got a few days off next week, I'll be able to film some videos and get them out a little bit more regularly than I have been. So I will talk to you guys then. Bye!